All right. Yeah, what an awesome day. Yesterday was my first day on YouTube. I got my first 23 views. Like I'm like so excited. And I also got 4 subscriptions. I mean, that's my mom, my best friend from Chicago. It's well, what you get the point, but it's going to be a slow long journey. Um but my first question was from Pat W. And he asked if I could do something about bankruptcy. So, seeing that he gave me my first question, I'm going to dedicate my first mascot to him. And if you take a look behind me, this is Pat the Bankruptcy Bear. He comes completely equipped with a knife, and his goal, his purpose, is to keep you from spending money that you don't have. And ultimately, he's going to prevent you from filing for bankruptcy. This is a Pat the Bankruptcy Bear, and I sell this guy for $29.99. And this knife is very sharp. He will cut you if you spend money that you don't have. So again, thanks for the first question, Pat W. This is my dedication to you. So what I should have done yesterday is I should have offered up proof. What I've seen a lot of YouTubers do is they show you where they were and where they are today. So here's my FICO score in the beginning of June. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. Oh, there we go, 548, the low point in June, and then my score actually improved to a high of 808 not too much longer after that. Some people like to look at their FICO score and treat it like it's a bottle of fine wine and not use it. Unfortunately, I'm not that guy. When I got my score to 808, I started buying a few things that I wanted, get a few credit cards. So my score settled back down to reality. It's about 720, between 720 and 7050. And the sad truth of the situation is a lot of people don't even know what the FICO score is. And I didn't even know what it was until about a year ago. And then I figured out how to manipulate it, how to improve that score, how to fix things on my credit report. And again, my score improved from 548 at one point to over 808. So basically, the goal of this channel is going to inform you, but I'm going to kind of structure it in a way where you get the information that you need, and you can bypass the information that you don't need. So one day I may have a video about utilization. Another day I may have a video about inquiries and how those affect your credit. Different things that you could do about credit inquiries. You'll be able to skip to what you want and avoid the stuff that you don't. Yeah, I have to look out for Pat the Bankruptcy Bear so that knife doesn't like slip and like hit me in the bag. So today we're going to talk about the FICO score, exactly what it is, when it was created, why it was created, and what goes into the FICO score, and basically what the heck it's for. Like I said, a year ago I didn't have much knowledge about a FICO score, and we're gonna take it from the beginning. So basically, what happened in 1956, the FICO score was invented by some guy named Bill Flair, and he sold his first FICO scoring system in 1958. And basically, he's a mathematician that developed the system that would be able to help businesses make better business decisions on who to lend to and lending patterns by consumers. Like it or not, it's here to stay, and those 3 digits will have a very significant impact on your life, save you a lot of money or cost you a lot of money down the line. So again, we're going to start from the beginning today with the FICO score, just to explain exactly what it is. So now that we know who invented the FICO scoring system, what the FICO scoring system is, when it was invented and created, and what it's for, what I want to do is just go over the different components that make up the FICO scoring system. All right, so there are different FICO scores. One will be your mortgage score, bank card score, your auto card score. Again, we'll get into that at some point down the line. But the most common FICO score is the FICO 8. So if you have a credit card service like Discover, they'll give you a free FICO score. It'll be based on your FICO 8 score, and that's the most commonly used score. So the first and most important component of the FICO score is your payment history. Your payment history comprises 35% of the FICO score. So that's the most important part of the FICO score. Number two is your utilization. And that's basically how much credit you're using compared to how much credit you have. So for example, if you have a credit card limit of $1,000 and you only use $100 of that limit, you're utilizing 10% of your credit score. So in general, when you are trying to maximize your FICO score, you want to have that balance under 8.9% of the total credit limit. So for every $1,000 that you have of available credit or credit limit, you only want $89 essentially to report. Using more of your credit limit will lower your FICO score because you're considered more of a risk. So of that $1,000 credit limit, let's say you're using $700, your utilization's at 70%, so your FICO score will take a significant hit. So yeah, just try to keep the balance below 30% of the credit limit. But again, if you're looking to maximize your credit score, your FICO score, 8.9% is the optimal number. Keep that balance at 8.9% of the reported balance or less. Next up, at making up 15% of your FICO score is going to be your credit length or length of credit. So basically, the longer that you have demonstrated the ability to repay over an extended period of time, your FICO score will increase. So let's say you have one credit card, you've had it for 2 years. Your average age of account will be 2 years. Let's say you have another credit card. So one credit card you've had for 2 years, and you have a brand new credit card today, then your average age of accounts will be 1 year. So again, just having the ability and demonstrating the ability to repay your debt over an extended period of time will greatly improve your FICO score. It only accounts for 15%, but that's again, if you want to maximize your FICO score, what you want to do is you want to keep those accounts open, because after 10 years, most accounts will come off of your credit report. So let's say you have a credit card that's 25 years old and you closed it. After 10 years, that's going to fall off and it's going to drop your average age of account. So it's best to hold on to a credit card, use it once every 3 months to keep it active, pay it off, just to keep those credit lines open. If you don't think you can control yourself, sometimes it may be better to close those accounts. And again, we'll talk about that at some point in the future. Next up is going to be your credit mix. So again, in order to receive the optimal credit score, FICO score, it's best to have 3 credit cards, 3 open credit lines, as well as an installment loan. That's to maximize your credit score. So the FICO scoring model likes to see you handle different types of debt, revolving credit cards and installment loans. And again, it only makes up 10%. But again, that's something to be aware of if you want to maximize your FICO score. Last on the list is going to be your credit inquiries, and this is basically how much credit you're applying for, new credit that you're getting. Again, a lot of algorithms will detect multiple inquiries, and you'll start getting declined after a while. I mean, I really did push that limit. So let's say you've applied for 10 credit cards in a week. A lot of red flags are going to go up because, again, it gives the impression that you may be trying to get a lot of lines, run up the balances, and disappear. So again, most inquiries don't affect your credit score after 1 year, and after 6 months, they affect it less than when you first get that hard pull. There's different types of credit inquiries. There's a hard pull and soft pull. And again, later on when we have a video dedicated to that area, what we'll do is we'll go more in detail about the hard pull and the soft pull. All right, so that about sums up the video for today. Like I said, this is all still new to me, and it's going to be a learning process. The videos, I promise you, will become more entertaining as I get more comfortable behind the screen. Tomorrow what we'll do is we'll go over utilization. Again, that's the second most important component of your FICO score. I'll teach you guys how to manipulate your utilization to get the maximum benefit out of your FICO score. If you guys can, please subscribe to my video and hit the thumbs up button. And again, my 23 views today, I'm so happy about. Hopefully we can get that up to 46 tomorrow. Alrighty, well, good day, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.